Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Esoteric Ebb. Last time we left off, we were here in Vera's office with this thing that we have now tamed. So I can come back in here later and just steal everything, I think. I believe. Stairs lead to the roof of the HQ. Let's go over here. We did not have an episode yesterday because, God, I had a bunch of stuff to do. And I did that bunch of stuff. I did do it. Hello. Can I have some coins, which is never granted? Yeah, you bet. The well isn't using it. Hello. Where are those fangs and the rest too? Fangs? It's like a griffin. Why would it have fangs? It should just have a beak. That's what the beak's for. You approach a ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. Magnificent creature. This is a griffin. It is a somewhat intelligent magical beast. Simply can't speak with animals. That should lessen the pain of negotiation. See a pool of drool forming underneath the open beak of the beast. Oh wait, isn't that... There's an entrance to the warehouse on the other side of the roof. You want to get inside, you're gonna have to get past this bad boy. The mythical beast snores gently before you. Don't even want to ask what the plan is here. What a majestic creature. Snell, don't you want to pet it too? Nah, no thank you. And seriously, be careful. I'm not cleaning up your guts if that thing skewers you. I mean, I could try to wake the animal gently. But I could also cast Speak with Animals. Which, quite frankly, I think is the more interesting option anyway. Yeah. Your spell causes you to feel lighter for a moment, as if connected with the soaring dreams of the griffin. Then it fades as a deep growling voice enters your ears. You foolish biped. Griffin sets up from its slumber with a dark groan. Ugh. How many times must I make it clear? I require rest, or do you wish to taste my steel? Good morning, sleepyhead. Holy shit, you can talk. Nah, good morning, sleepyhead. Steel it is, then. The beast spreads its wings. You may address me as Giorgio Valzantigo. Master Giorgio Valzantigo. Griffins could smirk, he would. Who does this chicken think he is? Greetings, Master. Thank you for getting out of the way. You're welcome, biped. Now I am in a good mood after my nap. Go ahead. Ask me whatever inane questions you may have. How'd you get that name, Giorgio? My father was Tislamiergi Valzantigo of House Valzantigo. We are bred to be perfect. The griffin growls, leaning his beak in towards your face. Interesting. This griffin must be a Veta de Re, typical racing breed. See, so you originate from Veta de Re. That is correct. Of course you've heard of my home kingdom. VDR is the greatest city on the coast. The gnomes who live there have served my lineage for over a century and a half. Once I finish this obligation in the west, I will return to my house once more. Soon enough. Soon enough. Why do you call me biped? Why? For that is what you are. A two-legged, featherless biped. Do you disagree? No, that's factually correct. It is, biped. I mean, I could have argued with you. Maybe I should have. What do you do around here? Handle scouting for the boat bipeds. They do not hold any interest for my valuable information. Some of the less rugged ones I even move around from time to time. Traveled with one a few days ago, all the way to this strange, cold land. Return, I got fed a glorious amount of sustenance. More than you could ever wish for, biped. Who'd you fly with here? I shouldn't say who's your owner. Who'd you fly with? A biped of your size, approximately. One with a gaudy sense of style, some type of ground delver of a human, I believe. The type to head deep below and not come back for many, many days. Okay, a dwarf? It's sad, really, to be a biped like you. We could find its owner below, then. Got it. What a lovely creature. Sleep well? Until you showed up, yes. I had a dream where I kept smacking bipeds like you around. It was wonderful. You're kinda chunky? That's so mean. That's so mean, and you're gonna rip my head off if I say it, but fine, you're kinda chunky. Fed well. Yes, thank you. I'm very rich indeed. Okay, you take it as a compliment because, yeah, you're using the old world example of it where, yeah, if someone was large, then probably they were just rich because they had a bunch of food. That's it for now, thanks. Voice disappears from the griffin immediately. Had a good chat? Didn't sound like you were best friends exactly. Wait, what did it sound like to you? You've essentially been squawking for a while now. Would have laughed if the noises coming from that griffin didn't scare the shit out of me. And like you'd be gutted any second. That sounds scary. Oh well. Sure. Let's go before the bird changes his mind. Time to go. Okay, so I can get across here now. Because the griffin moved. Sick. Is that you? Thinking that might be you. A goods hatch. You approach the goods hatch. This is a very small goods hatch. This whole building appears to have been repurposed into a warehouse. Otherwise, making it this tiny would have been very silly. I don't think the Freesiders will be too happy with someone sneaking in through the roof. Goblin squats down and grabs a rusty hang lock. But damn, look at this rusty thing. They really don't value security around here. Snell helps, advantage, or strength. Smash it? Just leave. I got you. Let me put on my bucket. Let me put on my sword. And let me put on my tower key. Alright, prepare to be smashed. Boom. With just a bit of force, the lock shatters. There we go. Great job. Open the hatch. As you peek inside, you see a rope attached to the wood tumbling down into the open space below. Sweet. We can actually climb back up. Didn't think of that. See how this rope holds up. Cool. Alright. Let me just get my stuff back on here. Charisma key, remove sword, and yeah, that's how we were. That's how we looked. Go down. Alright. Several potion boxes are marked with a tiny bird symbol. One of those potions looks esoteric. Trifle? Potion of healing. Just straight up. Yep. Plus 2 D4 plus 2 HP. I can just get my HP back by asking people their politics. Crate with a rhythmic thumping noise coming from inside. Hi? I was surprised by that behold. Birdfolk. Just a crate, right? But what's with the rhythmic thumping noise? Shouldn't there be an H right here? Rhythmic? Unless that's like a different spelling. You're kidding. The bird is actually the tea shop owner. He's... Come on, really? Wait, is that actually the tea shop owner? Like, we hadn't heard about another birdfolk yet, but... I thought you would be larger and way more intimidating. The way people were describing you, I kind of thought that was it, but... You approach one of the many large crates in the warehouse. Why is there a rhythmic thumping noise here? It's coming from this box. He's inside, obviously. Snell helps. Look at the crate. Crate looks at you in turn. Spot a label. It says AR, Ankeg, Exoskeleton, Export. Little holes in the crate in various places. Snell, you hear that noise? I do. Points to the side of the crate. Shows you a strange expression. You know that face well. Constipation, most likely. The goblin assumes you understand his subtle facial cues, clearly overestimating your social ability. It's a face that says, be careful. Think we got something here. Hello? Do you speak? The drumming noise stops, and after a short break it starts up. Snell sighs deeply. Knock on the crate. As you do, the drumming noise stops, then after a short break it starts up again. Companion gives you a tired shrug. Okay. Come on. I know, I'm just testing, Snell. Please. Open the crate. Double 16s. Neat. With a tight grip, you press hard. It's difficult. And the goblin is straining to put his measly body weight into it. But... Rip open the side of the crate. That's you. Yeah, I expected you to be more like crazy, regal, and imposing. Like based off the descriptions people gave for you. Like you're big, but... Ruffled feathers updated. You clearly have had a time of it. I can explain. Dunk, dunk. You watch the wingless crow-looking creature scramble to compose himself. Drummer? The birdman lets out a strange throat noise and makes a series of nervous chuckles. He's inside of a shipping crate marked for export. He's clearly trying to flee the law. Maybe he has good reason to escape. Is the fellow in danger? Weakling! Acting like this, it's disgraceful. Explain it quickly. Oh, the Dunk, yes. I'm just inspecting the wares. Warehouse wares. Dunk. What's that sound? What? Dunk? I keep hearing it, and like, it's actually in the sound effects too, it's like a dun. That. I'm not Dunk. So you're inspecting wares, are you? Snell is with you. Moderate. What is this? Grease? Slick grease covers the forend within range and turns it into low friction, difficult terrain for the duration. Oh, so you can't escape? Oh, I'm doing that. You cause a thick sludge of colorful magic grease to erupt around the birdman. Dunk, dunk. What the hell, man? Companion struggles to contain his laughter. You greased him up real good. I thought we were just gonna put it on the floor in case he tries to run. He'll slip and fall, but no. I just greased all over him. Okay, okay. So, should I threaten this guy or something else? A push is all he needs, then he will spill the truth. He's quicker than you. Can you really keep up? Something esoteric? Spell. Dunno. Where? Failure here will mean debasing yourself. Should I ask what are you voting in the election? I'm afraid to run. Why do I have a feeling I shouldn't cast Charm Person? Because Charm Person only makes him treat you like a friend, and this bird does not treat his friends with the truth. Sadly, you do not have time to go prepare it. What are you voting in the election? Same. I vote for the same party as you. Which is... Look at me, do I look like someone who needs a party? Smirk. What? God. So stupid. Which is... Which is... You're stealing your voice. You don't seem like an Asgul. I am very green. Good, you're a great choice, my man. Spirit is a smooth talker. Be careful around him, you'll get swept up in that charm. He's kissing your ass, you don't need this. I'm scared if I ask you more questions instead of just trying the strength roll, we're going to be in trouble. It's also 1d20. So... I would need a 7, so it's like... Are you aware that your tea shop has exploded? What? He knows. The bird mimics the sound of a young and shocked man. What a horrible and... Dunk. Shocking revelation! He's struggling to put together cohesive sentences. Okay, it seems like I can ask questions. Do you have any enemies, Mr. Drummer? No, everyone has people tend to dig me, you know? Sure. You didn't hear the explosion? Sorry? He holds up a claw to the side of his head. Oh no, he's got a hearing problem. How sad. So your companion rub his eyes. I said, did you not hear the explosion? I can just scream at you. This is rude, but did you not hear the explosion? The bird jolts away. No, did not hear. Thunk. Been here how long exactly? I'm inspecting many wares. Pretty bad at your job, Mr. Drummer. Sorry for being pretty bad at inspection. I tried my best. Tell me what happened on that morning when it blew up. Oh, it was all normal. Empty tea shop all morning. I had business on Water Lane over noon. Been busy since then. This is a big shock. Well, now you know. Awful news. I didn't even had no insurance, sadly. You got something to ask him, Snow? Nah, he's clearly telling us everything. You can sense him thinking everything he wants to say. The bird let out a hearty laugh. If he had a voice of his own, it'd be a nervous laugh. No worries, I'll get back on my feet. I always do. I'll just go back to inspection, and you know where to find me. It's clearly someone doing the voice for you, or something. Because I want to say one of the characters mentioned, like, you didn't, like, you speak or you spoke differently because you're a bird folk? You're inspecting wares, are you? Yes, I'm a local. He stops, shifting his tone deeper. Local entrepreneur. Trying to assert himself by sounding like a tough guy. The AR, they're my supplier for tea and sometimes coffee. Bird is not dangerous, only slippery. Coffee? It's not illegal. It's not. Difficult to get, but not illegal. So you're inspecting goods inside of a crate, inside of a sealed warehouse. Yes. What? You don't believe him? Does the trade company know about you being here? The bird hums like a bird and just nods. Oh, incredibly rude. I said, do the Free Striders know about your presence, good sir? Dunk. They of course. What kind of goods are we talking about here? He grabs a scale of Ankig exoskeleton from the crate. I have a great plan. I'm planning on renovating my shop with these. Protection. Reach forward. I don't want to touch it. Renovating with that chitin? Uh-huh, he says, sounding like a young, naive kid. Nuh-uh. He's lying. Okay, so I did lower it. I greased him up. Snell's with you. I screamed at him. Yeah, that's why I did that, because I was like, probably make things easier. Why is your voice so weird? I am Yobu. Yobukadori. The voice leaves the bird's throat like a drum on fire. Doesn't really answer my question. Yobu, we've no voice of our own, you know, like, you know. I get it. Some rest folk need to stick together so that we can find our voice together. God, I love how much of a dumbass my character can be. Yeah, I get it. Also, oppressed folk, we need to stick together. Just totally getting the wrong idea from this. The bird glares at you, no expression in his expressionless face. Dunk. Alright. I greased you up real good. Oh, that was close. You looked down on the pathetic bird, man. Well, I'm glad I did those other options, because if I hadn't, I would have failed that. He quivers before you. This will be easy. Make sure to set it up first. Display your dominance. Let me ask you something, Mr. Drummer. What is your beak made out of? What? Is it bone? I think it's bone. Aren't beaks cartilage? Or something? No? I don't know. I know birds have, like, hollow bones and stuff. I feel like we would probably do better, like, threatening to, like, break your arms or something, since, you know, like, hollow bones, I think. The beak may be made of slightly harder stuff. I don't know if it's actually cartilage. I don't know what a beak is made of, I'm realizing. Because I don't think it's quite bone. I don't know. I'm really showing... I don't know a ton about birds here. Despite being to many bird shows, but I don't think they've... If they have mentioned what beaks are made of, I don't remember. Is it bone? I think it's bone. The goblin gives you a look, but he lets you continue. Yeah. The bird stops speaking as you reach towards something next to him. Grab a piece of the Ankeg chitin. What is Cleric doing? You know, Mr. Drummer, how many times softer your beak is compared to this piece of exoskeleton? Oh, we're establishing, you know? We're establishing. I am. Me neither. Snap it in half. You can see the weak Bergman's beak drop, his eyes fixated on the now broken piece of insect in your hands. Yeah, I mean, I knew what chitin was. Glance at your side, spotting the goblin with an impressed grin on his face. Who blew up the tea shop, Mr. Drummer? Okay, the man repeats twice with the voice of a shrill woman. I'll tell you everything. Start talking, then. I'm running a business on the side. Import, export. Smuggling. How is it relevant to the explosion? Free Striders, my supplier. They set up a meeting on that day. I left the tea shop behind, went to check on my wares. That's true. Wait, did you know beforehand that it was going to explode? No! Dunk. I was in the warehouse here. I hear explosion, then I hear Free Striders talking about it downstairs. So I hide in here, waiting for boat. To get away from HWBT and Free Striders and the rest of this bloody mess. Snell, the HWBT didn't know about the smuggling stuff, right? Not to my knowledge, no. Goddamn. Sounds entirely like a Free Strider extension. Typical. Why are you afraid of the HWBT? They will give me punished if they find out my little secret, Dunk. Possibly. The old lady won't take kindly to having a smuggling operation going on right under her nose. So how are the Free Striders connected with this? They set it up. They set me up. I had access to the secret tunnel under the temple. They forced me. I had to. Secret tunnel under the temple. The one that, the duck is, guarding. And we know the duck is employed by Viskin. Tell me more. It was... He seems to stop for a moment, contemplating his next mimicry carefully. At noon, information broker, foreign woman. She was selling something to Free Striders. She was in tea shop when I left. Yeah, that's what they talked about. Yeah, they just do mimicry of human voices because, yeah, they speak their own way. Tell me more. I do not know. Not much. I do not know much. The voice he's mimicking displays way more confidence than his body language admits. No, well, I'm giving... Interesting. So I'm giving very clearly... Like, you know, I'm leaning into what the character is showing here, but yeah, the mimicked voice isn't doing that at all. Which is an interesting juxtaposition for the character, because you're clearly freaking out, but your voice is cool. Because, yeah... That's interesting. So I should totally change up how I'm reading this. I didn't know her name. She would hang out with the dwarves sometimes. Spoker must be a good person if she is friends with the dwarves. I mean, possibly. That doesn't automatically mean they're a good person, Wisdom. You can still believe in good politics and have good ideas about things and still just kind of be a garbage person. It's not unknown. Who is she meeting up with? Free Strider freelancer. The Hag. Freelance Hag. Starts flapping his arms as if he had wings. That's it. The Hag, she did it. She blew up my tea shop. Typical, he says, imitating Snell's voice and giving him a nod. Typical. That's funny. Don't do that. But he's right. There's a rogue hag running around. Some esoteric bullshit is sure to follow. We need to follow up. You know where this hag is located? No, don't know. Ask the Free Striders. That's all I know. Where do you store these smuggled goods? In secret tunnel. Snell squints. How do I gain access to the secret tunnel? He's very reluctant to share this. Well, go on. Entrance from tea shop might be broken. There is hidden entrance from Temple of Earth. Hidden entrance in the temple? Yeah. You can find it along the right side, windows, move rocks. Just enter that large chamber, then go right. Can't miss it. Okay. Enter that large chamber, then go right. So not where the duck is guarding. Move rocks? Yes. Loose stone tile in the floor, by the window, middle of the wall to the right. Look, I don't have the greatest sense of geographic sensory perception or whatever. Could you describe this in the form of some other type of nonverbal communication? Bird stares at you for several seconds. He performs a series of movements with his little talon hands. Using precise motions, he visualizes the Temple of Earth, a big square. Then he shows you very clearly there are two specific tiles found on the floor along the right wall. These two stone tiles can be pried open to reveal a staircase down to the place he's describing. Give him a thumbs up. Dunk. Turn to Snell and whisper. What's the protocol now? Whispers back. Protocol? He's trying to leave the city. Taking his, sit reg would be a good start. If you're the old lady, I'd love to have a word with him. What's your plan now, Birdman? I will leave. Dunk. I have business in Reeds. Big business. But if you leave now, you won't be able to vote in the election. Yes, that is regretfully. Dunk. Bird stares at you. Sure you told me everything you can? Yes, please. I'm in trouble, but I did nothing wrong. Goblin scoffs. Let me see your paper, citizen. Bird fiddles with his satchel. A worn piece of paper, his claw holds it forth. Citizen's registry. Grab it. If you hold it up to your helmet, the bird makes that rhythmic thumping noise a few more times. Inspect the papers. You turn it over in your hands. The paper is thick. It says Drummer Yimling. Yimling. That is from Yim. It's one of the many substitute surnames given to folks who don't have the surname custom. Oh, interesting. So, yeah, it's like a... Yeah, the substitute surname. Kind of like the Snows and, like, Game of Thrones and Sand and all that. If you're a bastard, that is. Born... okay. I'll keep these. Don't leave the city. I'll keep these. Don't leave the city, Mr. Drummer. Ah. Oh. Okay. Good idea, Snell whispers to you. You can always drop them off the Lady Sageleaf. She'd appreciate it. Birdman looks nervous. But I leave warehouse? Should I contain this guy? It would take time to do so. He does not deserve it. Your gut tells you no. Tossing him in the stockade does seem like a good choice. Stockade, the great prison dungeon of Norvik, comprised of a large section of the part of a city below that lays beneath the palace, referred to be used for modern rehabilitation and confinement of all types of convicted criminals. Spending time on that seems stupid. Look to Snell. He just shrugs. You can go. Oh, thank you. Birdman starts to shuffle towards the stairs. Good luck out there, Mr. Drummer. Without stopping, you hear him mutter out in a shrill voice. You too, cleric! As the Birdman leaves the warehouse, you hear a faint, rhythmic sound follow him out. Dunk. Wonder what he'll do. Is it okay to have him running around? Not like we got a jail to toss him in. Well, I mean, you do. Then you'd have to go do that. Sounds like a pain just to catch a lion bird. Went all the way to the stockade, do all the paperwork and document all the evidence. It would take a full day if you're lucky. You happy I took his papers? Happy in the right word, but Sageleaf might be slightly less pissed this way in the short term. Having to deal with that bird sure is a headache. Believe anything he said? Sure. Certainly believes he's a victim here. I'm inclined to say the same, somewhat. And he did not blow up the tea shop. Not with that smuggling stuff going on. Yeah. I mean, I think you were a victim of, like, the Free Striders and stuff, and obviously a few of the other things going on as well. But you were still complicit in some of this stuff. Need to check out the tea shop properly, ASAP, and then check up on that info broker. She had connection with the Asgulls in the tea shop. She also had a meeting with the Free Striders. Feels like she's a string connecting every fucking part of this city. What a fucking mess. Well, let's go. Toss the papers to Snell and leave. Well, that was neat. That was very neat. A helm in sand. A sallet. Ooh. Interesting. Why does that give you more decks than... Pick up the polished salad helm, sand flowing from its orifices. Before you move from the box entirely, you see something shift in the sand crate. Oh shit. Is it gonna be that stuff's... No. It is the sand that is shifting. Ah shit. It's that stuff. Damn it. The thing that you warned me about. That was in Viskin's place. Like... Sand... What was it? Mosquitoes or something? It is the sand that was shifting. Look to Snell in slow motion. Snell is desperately trying to help you. Dodge the sand. Dodge the sand! Oh god, just barely. In a heartbeat or faster, you pull back your gloved hands. You watch as the sand attempts to rush forward, the shape of it like a slithering esoteric creature, and just barely graze you before slinking back into the box. Then the sand goes still once more. Look at it. Nice job. Yeah, this sand isn't really sand. Good job getting that helmet, though. Looks really nice. Snell rushes forward with the lid in hand. Shuts it with a satisfying thud. Good gods. Hate mosquito sand. Yeah, mosquito sand. It's not so bad. I have no feelings on it. Yeah, same. Gollum does not respond at first, he simply looks around and sighs. More careful. That's a weird shit in here. Yeah, I'll leave this thing alone now. Be happy about your new helmet. Yeah, I mean, I did get a sick new helmet. Like I said, I'm surprised the Salet gives you dex and minus strength. Helmet provides a balanced combination of defense and mobility, often used by ranged troops in the Coast War. I guess that's why, yeah, that makes sense. It's still a mainstay in any archer division across the coast, primarily because of the hundreds of thousands of esoterically rust-free Salets out, or left in caches after the war. Wait, is it called Salet or Saleh? Or is it a Salet? These Diminoreans sure could never get their tongues in order. Yeah. I've always referred to it as like a Salet. But it could be like Saleh, Salet. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the origins of this word, quite frankly. God, we have 88 crowns. I could buy some good stuff, actually. I'll probably be able to get even more money in here. Just have to be careful about it. So is there a bunch of mosquito sand in here? Or is that the only mosquito sand incident? Excuse me, is that a very tiny bike? Looks like a very tiny bike. Also, I finished the quest. Yeah! So let's get a new feat. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So you took the bird's papers. Made him stick around with the snakes. Sure did. Oh boy. Look. Time to establish some baseline, okay? First of all, immigration is good. What? Immigration. It's a net positive for a modern society. For Norvik. Yeah, no it is. Yeah, it's true, but what's that got to do with freedom of movement? It's literally the most fundamental policy of the Free Shatter bloc. In the real old days, the only people with resources to travel would be the aristocrats of societies. In the real early days, that'd be the top dragon servant, top slaves. Then, during the last few centuries that changed, the average person suddenly got the ability to move. Societal scale, sure, but also in a geographic sense. Each of the Arcanist splinters dealt with it in different ways, but in general, especially once the Coast War broke out for real, all the borders got real tight. Shoot-on-sight type policy wasn't uncommon. I mean, yeah, I did take your citizenship papers, but I was under the impression I was, at the time, doing that because I didn't want you to leave just in case you were complicit in all this. So it was like, I'm not throwing you in jail, but I am going to take your papers so you can't just leave. Was what I was thinking we were doing that for. But you're giving it more of like an anti-immigration spin, which was not my intention at all. But I suppose it's the choice that I made, so... And that's shit. Real shit. The Arcanists were terrible, that was overkill, but we should still have some type of border controls. Powerful should control the weak. Agreed, borders are bullshit. Real bullshit. Let's go over the facts here. Number one cause of starvation, poverty, and economically related suffering is the general lack of prosperity. Historically, it's understandable why peasants and kings or early Arcanists didn't really get this, because they just didn't have any reference point. Things were always terrible, you wouldn't even know it was good, right? Then comes industry, mass production, both esoteric stuff, access to free food, healing services, teleportation into fundamentals, textile factories, metal refining, and transportation. All of it giving way to an unprecedented amount of prosperity, for everyone. It's like cheating in the economy, everyone gets rich all of a sudden, even the old aristocrats. No, everyone did not get rich all of a sudden. Everyone did not get rich all of a sudden. There were definitely some people that were doing better than others. So then you have the question of nation-states, or borders. You can make an argument that freedom of movement sure goes against certain ideals of nationalism, sure. You can't completely lock your own people away from others. You can't stay out of the global trade. You lose that authoritarian touch. In return, you get a supra-magical economic boost, one that helps everyone. You know those Asgals that hate freestriderism so much? This is the point where they all shut the fuck up and sit down. Because Asgalism didn't make anything better, not anywhere near the degree that opening the markets did. I mean, opening the markets is good, and having, or not opening the markets, but opening borders is good, and having people have access to the ability to exchange culture and visit places and just go wherever they want is good. Both of these things can be true. Open borders and still be an Asgalist. Not anywhere near the degree that opening the markets did. I disagree, but we still don't know a ton about Asgalism, but I refuse to believe that basically having an oligarchy and just having everything run off of a shitty capitalist society is better. Locking down your borders, not allowing trade, people, labor, goods, and services to flow at the behest of the benevolent invisible hand. Oh god, the invisible hand of the free market. Here dexterity goes. I mean, if the Ascalists are locking down their borders, I don't agree with that. It's literally like arbitrarily making all your people, objectively less wealthy and probably a lot hungrier, just for some dumb ego trip. Thus, immigration is fucking great. And anyone who disagrees is a fucking idiot. I mean, yeah. You've convinced me. I will now allow strangers to come live with me in my apartment. Immigration is great and helps us fill out the ranks of the increasingly growing Norvikian industries. Immigration is amazing, but only for Fulcarian reasons. We should help people in need by sharing our wealth. Immigration is in balanced amounts is great, but too much and it'll create strife and cultural clashes. Immigration is a tool of the bourgeoisie used to slow down wage increases and dilute working class solidarity. Immigration is a threat to democracy. No, immigration destroys nations. It destroys people. Just because Old Diminor blew up and Reeds took its place as a messed up coagulation of all the broken survivors doesn't mean the rest of the coast has to align with their strange multicultural ideals. Whatever you say is good. Immigration is amazing, but only for Fulcarian reasons. We should help people in need by sharing our wealth. Yes. Ew. Make it sound so Asgalian. Yeah, you damn right I do. You campaign tirelessly for the Asgalist agenda. Yeah, guess that's true too. You get cheap labor, they get to not be oppressed on the other side of the coast. It's a win-win situation. So anyway, yeah. Making Drummer stay when he clearly wanted to get out? Shit move. Just a straight-up asshole move. But you could clearly learn a lot from that bird. He's got that infectious paranoia about him. Interesting, interesting. So yeah, you're saying like making Drummer stay when he clearly wanted to get out. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to help out Snell and it would help Lady Sageleaf, but yeah, it was a situation where I wasn't properly thinking about the actual consequences of the actions that I was taking, and now the game is being like, hey, in case you missed it, this is what you just did. Which, very fair. Thank you for calling me out, video game. I like when games call me out on my decisions. I have still not have my meds, by the way, for anybody that's been following that saga. I'm hopefully getting them after I record this video, but we'll see. Infectious paranoia. Oh shit. Stomach's upset.
The bird.
Yeah?
The bird is a survivor. That is his legacy.
More than that, he really had one hell of a way to handle himself. Ignoring the shitty escape attempt, you saw how he danced around your questions? Seriously, maybe it's a racial thing, but he read the room just as well as he recorded those voices. Honestly, both of those are damn true. Take any lesson you want from him. That bird's got game. Remember, immigration is good. Tell me more about infectious paranoia. Ready for anything. The world could fall apart any second. The walls could implode, your dreams shattered. When that happens, you get ready to run. Leave the city in a crate. Ship yourself to Heishi. Whatever it takes to get away from any of those pesky consequences. Advantage on initiative rolls. Survival of the fittest?
You live.
Survival of the fittest, I definitely don't agree with just the wording of that.
Through it all.
Advantage on death saving throws. So those two are mostly about combat. Cause it's do you want the benefit at the beginning of fight? Or do you want the advantage on saving throws? I'm leaning towards saving throws, even though we haven't had many instances where I would be facing death, but my initiative rolls suck. Like, it's awful. I don't need that. My dex is awful. Tell me about reading the room.
You want to say the right thing, right? Make the right choice? Yeah, it might help to have a quick glance around the room first.
Advantage on behold checks. I think survival of the fittest is what I want to grab. I think survival of the fittest, because initiative I'm always going to be shit at. I'm kind of fine with not having vast amounts of help on behold checks. Like, they help, but I'm fine with just, you know, my stats dictating who I'm good or bad at reading. So I think survival of the fittest is the most useful currently, just because it could help save me from a really, really bad situation down the line. Ready to make a decision. Survival of the fittest.
You will live.
Stop thinking about this. 400 XP. I'm 5 XP away from a level. There we go. I did it. There we go. Apparently I picked one Free Strider thing, which I guess was when I took your papers. Oopsie. I guess that was when I took your papers. That was one Free Strider thing that I did. But then I tried to put an Asgalus spin on it. Because I don't know of any other time I would have said a Free Strider thing. Alright. That is cool. What else we got? There's a bunch of coins hidden in the grain sack. 60? Oh my god. HWBT, AR Trade Co, AHPLC. So many acronyms. Give me apple. I should eat, actually. I have 16 of these damn things. This can also be used. Give me a spell slot back. There we go. Let's just heal up a little bit. I have a bunch. Yeah, you could eat a couple. Gimme. Tiny bikes. You stare at the racks of hanging tiny bicycles. Some of them are very tiny. They're covered in dust. The bikes don't seem to do anything. Look, Snow, giggle, it's a bike for you. I really like these bikes. Sure you do. Assuming they're broken anyhow. Never leave actual functioning pocket bikes in a place like this. Way too expensive. Snow looks around. May I ride one of these things? Unless they're the size of a goblin with a reduced spell cast on him, no. Try touching one of them. Quick tap reveals the lack of any esoteric tingle. 4? You couldn't have given me 5? That's such a weird number. Now I'm 1 XP off. The bikes are unusable, permanently stuck in their tiny form. Right, neat. God, that's annoying. That's frustrating. Some hammers, one could be useful. Constitution. Advantages in situations where you might need a hammer. Gimme. I didn't have any constitution boosting stuff. Some huge scrolls from the Divinatorum. Enhance agility? Or ability? Enhance ability. Concentration up to 4 hours. Tapping into animalistic spirit energy, you enhance your mental and physical abilities. Until the spell ends, you gain proficiency in all ability scores. In the ability scores you already have proficiency in, you gain expertise. Doubled proficiency bonus. Okay, well that sounds amazing. I should probably use those a little bit more than not at all. A box of ink cartridges. On the top box, you see the words Coleridge R Special Cartridge Quill Wells. These are the ones I need. Yes, this is the ink Medusa asked for. Open the box. Inside, you see a tightly stacked series of iron cartridges, each marked with a series of numbers. More importantly, there are 3 different colors of ink. Red, yellow, and green Quillwell variants. Pick red, of course. Green. Go with green. Wait, which one did she want? She did not specify. Logically, she would want a black ink for the paper, but this crate seems to only contain color ink. Would the color ink turn the paper to that color? Mixed with their regular ink, it would turn the text into a faint color variety. It'd be quite strange, but also unique. I'm gonna get the green one. You grab one of the iron cartridges from the crate. They are heavy. The rigid metal feels cold to the touch. Here's something sloshing around inside. There you go, another quest complete. Just need to turn it in. Despite placing the cartridge in my pouch of holding, it doesn't quite feel like I've actually looted it. Ignore that. That's just your innate feeling that this quest item isn't that important. Right. Leave. Oh. Okay. I did level up. Expensive potion sits on the shelf. You couldn't possibly reach that high. Too far away. Damn it. I wonder, like... Yeah, level advancement. I wonder if, because I got Snell, I can't get, Etir on my team now. Because I'm wondering if Etir would help me with those things that are high up. Was this here before? Because I just remember this, because I remember being confused when I got my first level up. 2 more hit points. So I could get more wisdom. Or more strength. I also have a 3rd level spell slot now. Like, my wisdom is already stupid high. Since I'm proficient in Constitution and stuff, I do think I already have like a ton of strength increasing equipment though. Whereas I don't have as much Constitution and Wisdom boosting equipment, but I am proficient in these. And I still kind of want to keep Intelligence average, Charisma low, and Dex low. I do like being able to do this when I need it. But getting 19 Wisdom, like, does this change anything at all? No. None of them give me like a plus. 19 Wisdom would be cool. But I do kind of want a little bit more strength. Just so I can pull off those really crazy strength checks. But 18 Wisdom is already ludicrously high. It's already very, very high. Like, Constitution would make sense as well. I think I'm between Constitution and Strength. I don't even really have that much more points to spend, so I have to be really careful here. I'm gonna increase my Constitution because there's something in that pot that I need, like, what, 18 Constitution for? That's in Viskin's place? So I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put a point in the Constitution now. Thank you. And now I have a third spell slot. And then, yeah, I have this hammer, which helps me as well in the Constitution department. Questing tree. And then, yeah, we unlocked this. So we're getting here on a few things. Alright, cool. I think we're good. I think we're done. I think that's probably a good spot to end. So, hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time for some more.